determine how worthy you become. Today, Quartermaster grew from a countryman producing company to be the number one highest Tamakul distributor in Nigeria for 5 years. Number one distributor for Citizens Electronics, franchise distributor Citizens Electronics, Tajima embroidering equipment, SKC, and everything was moving well until that thing that came. You know what is that? Greed. Boardroom game. Praise the Lord. Until greed came and crippled a company of 4.6 billion, and everybody went his way. Everybody went his way. I know I started it, and I know what to do with the energy. I have at the back of my mind, if I can produce service, I will never be poor. If I can produce relevant service to people, even as a pastor, if I can touch lives, I will never be poor. Church, the quality, the quantity of the service you provide determines the height or the financial status that you attain. Today, when Quartermaster closed out of boardroom conflicts, I channeled the whole energy in writing books. You know what we are dealing? We are dealing on cracking the wealth what? Code. I channeled the whole energy in writing books. While my fellow pastors were busy sleeping, here is my daughter. Almost all night, I was awake, writing. For the past 15 years, I've never wasted one message I preach on the church. Never. I've never wasted one message I've preached on the church in the last 15 years. Once I finish preaching on Sunday, on Monday to Friday, I turn it to a book. As I'm talking to you right now, I have written 561 books. And they are translated in 30 languages. German, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Italy, name them. So whether I sleep or wake up, whether I choose to go and swim or go and watch football, every day my money is coming from all over the world. People are crediting my account unconsciously. You know why? I provided a service. I provided a service. How many of you want in the next 1 year to become exceptionally rich? Can I see your hands up? Then, beloved, how I wish it happens by raising hand. I would have been the most happy pastor. But do you know the truth? It doesn't happen that way. Praise the Lord. Ask your neighbor, what service are you providing? Number two, the Jewish are what they are because of purpose. Purposeful alignment. Purposeful alignment. What is your purpose for living? What is your purpose for being? Is it only to eat food, sleep, wake up? Maybe you are married, have children, sleep, wake up. They call you Mama Iyabo. Is that the reason why you're here? May I announce to you that even mad women do have children. Am I communicating? So what's your purpose? The moment Jesus encountered Paul, the first thing Paul asked Jesus is this: Lord, what do you want me to do? Definition of assignment. See, if you don't define your assignment, everybody's assignment will drag your destiny. Am I talking to somebody here? So some of you that are praying that useless prayer, do you know what the prayer is? Oh God, change my destiny. Have you discovered your destiny first, not to talk of changing it? Or are you using your circumstances to mean your destiny? Or are you using your environmental influence to mean your destiny? Your environmental influence, circumstances you are passing through has nothing to do with your destiny. God said, the thoughts I have for you, thoughts of good and not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. What God has written about you, he did not hand it over to the devil to finish. And the devil cannot finish it. Am I talking to somebody here? Your destiny is not in the hand of a man. Your destiny is not in the hand of the devil. No, he is the author and the finisher of your life, your destiny, your faith. So the question you need to ask yourself, God, what do you want me to do? As a student, Federal Polytechnic Oko, I discovered that I am called to teach the gospel. Hello. I don't know how many of you here that knows Federal Polytechnic Oko here. Does anyone here know Federal Polytechnic Oko? Madam, you know Federal Polytechnic Oko? Did you pass through there? But you know it. Okay. Now, when you get to Federal Polytechnic Oko, there is a church in Oko. Their church auditorium, the children can seat 2,000 children. And the church auditorium can seat 5,000 people. It is called Chapel of Transfiguration. I started it as a student from the scratch. I founded it as a student from the scratch. My life is for the gospel. I am to teach the gospel. You know what I did? I buried myself in the school library. Many nights, the library of officials will meet in the library, not knowing that I was reading somewhere reading. How did you get in there? I was reading. I don't know when people left. When they discovered that had become a regular, sometimes they will now call me, George, please come and lock from the inside until we come in the morning. What was I building? I was building capacity. I was building competencies. And when you hear of 561 books, they are made in the library. Am I talking to somebody here? That's why I used to tell my pastor friends, call me on anything. Tell me any topic, I will deliver. You know why? It didn't happen overnight. There have been countless nights in studying. Child of God, listen. To discover my purpose, and I discovered I am to teach the word. Child of God, listen to me. If you don't discover your purpose, you keep on fulfilling other people's dreams and never yours. Are you with me? You are never created to be a photocopy. You are created original to fulfill a divine assignment. In that assignment is your wealth. In that assignment is your fame. In that assignment is your popularity. In that assignment is your glory. In that assignment is your vision. In that assignment is everything God has packaged you to be. But if you don't discover it, you miss everything. And you say, God, they are fighting me from the village. Sorry, nobody is fighting from the village. Number one ignorant in this world, which is the biggest ignorant in life, is the ignorant of lack of discovery of purpose. Every Jewish boy were taught how to discover purpose. And when they discover it from the age of 5, by the age of 10, they have discovered it, they know what they are here for. They know what they are here for. Before this Iran-Israelis war, Iran hackers went to Israeli banks and exposed the list of 1,000 Israeli billionaires. They exposed their banking details. So 4 small boys, the oldest was 16, Israeli boys. They decided to hack into Iranian nuclear weapon and shut it down. You wonder why they have never used it? They can't use it. Those boys, 4 boys, they didn't just shut down their nuclear weapons, they shut down their banking system. Today, 1.1 million Iranian money is equivalent to $1. Their money is useless. Because 4 boys that knows their purpose decided to deal with them. Their nation was throwing bombs. They were throwing intelligence. Ask your neighbor, what is your purpose for life? Ask your neighbor, he will not do anything. Neighbor, what is your purpose? Number 3, the law of knowledge acquisition. You cannot excel and break the world code without knowledge. The power of knowledge acquisition. You must access knowledge. Praise. You must access knowledge. And may I tell you this? Knowledge comes with a price. Praise the Lord. To my fellow pastors, I want to advise you.